I cannot remember exactly where we were in Morrowind, but we're about to find out. I remember we were helping out the Skull. Oh god, what is happening already? Okay, I'm starting to remember. Or at least I remember using the phrase, I did not ruin this. Also, hi Siri, how are you doing? Love you. Okay, maybe I did ruin this save. I had confidence that I could avoid it, but maybe... You're doing well, how have I been? I can't remember. Once I donned the headphones, my previous existence faded away. At least my kitty isn't naked, that's a good point. I still got the wolf hat. I can't give it all up. I think that's all we're getting. It doesn't save us. What the... I think the save and load is what's killing me here, because I don't remember being this hopeless before. Maybe I was just, like... consumed by the cope. Bad save location? It seems like it. I'm just looking for any kind of spell to get out of this. I got one restore health and a scroll of healing. I got a ring of shock balls. Is that going to help me here? I am healing now. I've still got restore magic. Oh, sorry, thank you. Quickly, mark and recall away. I do have intervention still. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're so fine. This was never a Hold on, I just noticed that I was still taking damage. Okay, no. If we do exactly what we just did, we can get out of this. But, like, better. One point for 66. That's not going to be good enough, but I'll try to keep that in mind for later. Okay. See? See how good we are? We're totally fine. I don't know what you're trying to say, game. It's kind of eerie, though. Okay. Look at what a better position we're in. Told you it was an upworked save. I think I said that last time. Now this is fighting. I'm trying to get the Reiklings because the hags can cast spells on me, and that will completely fill up my magic or kill me. Either way, seems good. Someone forgot to refill fatigue. Yeah. I loaded in an unfortunate position. But how are you doing, Nimbus? Come to think of it, I think I do have some potions of fatigue that would have helped. They'll help less now. I do not have restore fatigue. Had a lot of time to work on the stat sheet for the Elder Scrolls Pathfinder races. I still have not fixed my paralysis sword, by the way. Been focusing on Khajiit. I see. I did see the conversation. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about Pathfinder or deeper Elder Scrolls lore to be much help, I think. But I can look at it and say that's cool. Actually the worst. This is where I die. I came so far. I have so much shame. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the chaos. They do have a talent for unfolding chaos. And yet, somehow, it's always controlled. Like some kind of chaos control. I'm so annoyed at myself. I could have... I could have saved after I already dealt with these guys. New plan. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? I do have fond memories of that game. I admit. It hit me at the perfect time. I was an edgy teenager who loves Sonic, and it was everything to me for an amount of time. Everything I needed, everything I loved. It could have worked better if the progression of the endings made more sense. I can definitely not remember how the story was supposed to unfold. So that's a very fair criticism. I worked to unlock, I think, all the endings to that game. And I still couldn't make sense of it. Granted, I was like 13 or 12 at the time. I'm wimping out of this whole encounter, by the way. And I'm just gonna hope that they're not mad at me. The way they shifted tracks meant that sometimes you would miss absolutely essential cutscenes. Oh, is that what happened? Please don't kill me. Oh. I thought I was surviving. Shadow. Androids. Am I an android too? It rings a bell for sure. But maybe that explains why I just was building an entire conspiracy board just to get the story of the game. We started on a hero track and then midway shifted to the dark track. The cutscenes would not match up. I definitely remember, I think, doing that from time to time because, you know, if you replay the game enough, you know which stages you'd much rather do than others. Okay. I was about to run away. But I'm gonna go for it. Sounds like an ice spell. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, that sums up a lot of Sonic games, honestly. That's the kind of stuff you have to put up with to be part of the fandom. I was saved from the worst parts, and okay, so like this is better, right? Pause right before the spell hits, the sound effect just plays on loop. I feel so bad whenever I do it, though. Okay. You had a Sonic OC back in the day? I think I narrowly avoided it. But, yeah, not for any good reason. I may have had one for a minute, but... I only avoided it because the furries got to me first. Sparkler, she was an experimental hedgehog lifeform grown from a shard of the Master Emerald. And had an edgy dark side. Well, of course. The edgy dark side is implied. Echidna OC who used elemental punches and was the reincarnation of Tikal from Sonic Adventure. You know what probably actually saved me from the same fate? I didn't get to play Sonic Adventure until late. I didn't get it until it was the DX Director's Cut on the GameCube. It definitely had some cringy characters, but I can't remember any of them. Oh, I just dropped weapons here at some point. Anyway, I'm gonna save again. What the heck are we even supposed to be doing? We've been here for like half an hour. Just dealing with my past mistakes. Because of my service to the Skull, Windeye believes it would be good for me to take part in the Restock. I am to meet with Rolf Longtooth, one of the Skull Hunters, by the western shores of Lake Fjelding, after nightfall. He'll then explain how the hunt will take place, and what part in it I will be. You had 2 consecutive Sonic fanboys as boyfriends, so you got pulled in. You never had a chance. Why did you come all the way here to arrest me? For 40 gold. You think the Thieves Guild will pay off the skull for me?
It'll be your blood here, not mine.
Thank you, calm down, I'm leaving. Yes, they will. They'll pay off the skull for me. Who lives here? Why would anyone live here? Yeah, that's actually really true. I'm sorry, because I've been joking, but my actual feelings of it are... It's just good fun. It's just, you know, being creative, honestly. And self-expression. It was that good formative cringe, exactly. But it's not, yeah, it's not even the worst kind of cringe where you just believed something that you realized was way off later. Nope. Is that a hag or long tooth? She's got a torch. Yeah, it was self-expression. Exactly. No, it's like... I mean, we all definitely had expression without matured self-awareness. And there should definitely be spaces for that. And those spaces, in my opinion, are Sonic fan forums.
Stay with Longtooth, Bloodskull. The Restog must be completed.
Come back,
Absolutely.
my friend. We will perform the Restog.
Oh. Welp. But I do preach all of this like, oh yeah, we shouldn't be embarrassed about the cringes of our past. But I'm absolutely embarrassed about the cringes of my past. How horrible. That Horker wasn't doing anything but horking around. If you were to go back to making Sonic characters, you'd probably make a sort of 7 of 9 equivalent. 7 of 9 sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Oh no! I'm joking, we've done this already. But I did kind of forget.
May the wind be on your back.
The Ulder freaked. Yeah, I'll totally do it. Can I still sleep in a bed? Oh, who was disconnected from her collective. I've barely seen any Star Trek, but I think I have seen this. And also, it's a really killer name. I hope no one notices that I stole that pillow by accident. There we go. So Sonic equivalent would be like a roboticized character who broke out of Robotnik's control and is doing their own thing, but can't and doesn't want to be restored to an organic form. Like Peck but with more self-awareness. That was his name, right? The chicken? So you said if you were to go back to making Sonic characters. But to me, it kind of sounds like you just made one.
Welcome, Khajiit.
You just haven't drawn her yet.
Speak freely.
Boom's in. Obligatory apology for sipping the ghost, as we call it around here. But it's okay because this Sonic OC wouldn't be cringy, I'm sure. Ah! Oh, sorry. Sorry, Yuki. I thought you were a ghost that roars. I got scared for a second. Was that aimed at Yuki because he scared you? Ghost Cat uses roar. Ghost Cat uses roar. Give me 1 second. I fled. A roboticized axolotl sounds really cute. Also, hi, I'm still here. Guy runs right up to the door. Punches me in the face and says this fight is unfair. How dare he? Calm down. End your fight. I'm leaving. Yeah, me too. Is it night? But just thinking about like the next frills all being like little robotic fronds. Do they all do that thing where they shoot a laser inwards, meet in the middle, and then the laser projects outwards? Roar at Boo. What did Boo ever do to get roared at? Also, who is Boo? Okay, back on track. Saving. Greetings, Shorajo. Course Windai has told me much about you. You are to perform the Restag with us, pleasing the Allmaker. In the Restag, we hunt the spirit bear that is conjured by the totem of Claw and Fang. When it is slain, we will return its heart back to Windai, who will ask for the blessings of the Allmaker. If the Restag fails or does not succeed by daybreak, the Allmaker will be displeased. You will help ensure our success, friend. Having a laser focus directly over your face would feel... It sure would. That's a really good point. Who was the year after? Is the you after you woke up from a nap? You will act as I will act as his second. I'm to stay with him at all times during the restock and follow his instructions exactly. You have proven your value to the skull, but now you must follow me to guide you through this night. Love you, Yuki. She would regrow body. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But now she can replicate parts of herself that break off. Okay, yeah, that's really fun. She still regenerates body parts, but you know, by hand. And they're plug and play. I have explained the hunt to you, and how you will help ensure success. Now we must see it through. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I just stand next to him. He's walking faster than my walk speed, but slower than my run speed. You hear that? It came from Satyr and the Bold's path. Go to him, Jorajo, make sure he is well, then return to me so we may complete the hunt. Who? Was I meant to note all these guys' names?
Run while you still can, child.
He's not well. I've come to report he is not well. I got there super quick. Maybe they got like a little 3D printer tummy, and that's how they make their replacement limbs. And they like to eat metal filament. Oh, they could be a center. Like a... You know those 3D printers that... You know, center? Metal powder together. I had a Starfinder character I really, really liked, who was a nanocyte SRO that I flavored as a... basically a nanite slime. They were like medical grade nanites. Just floating in a vaguely person-shaped pool of goo. They would take in organic or even just UPBs and convert it into weapons to fight with. Or cars. There was also the Primmobile. Especially after you goofed during a lab tour yesterday and declared yourself a 3D printer. You can be a 3D printer, one who 3D prints. Satyr is dead? This is a bad omen. Sure is. These creatures are dark spirits indeed, and they will try to disrupt the hunt. We will not allow this to happen. Loss of Satyr is great, but we must continue. Let's go. I did not loot the body. I'm supposed to follow his instructions directly. Ghost Cat fell asleep in Ghost Chair and Ghost Snort. Oh. Sorry, Yuki. Yeah, you're one who 3D prints, a 3D printer. I've been a 3D printer at times. What was that? Blast! These creatures are everywhere. Quick! Find Grarian Axewife. Do not allow the hunt to be disrupted. I will await your return. Okay, I know her. She was over here. Oh no. This time I actually did get here as fast as I could. You're a 3D snorer? That sounds terrifying. Well, no, I guess sounds are in the 3D. We just can't hear. Like, they vibrate a 3-dimensional sphere, right? You had twice the number of people on tour than you expected, so you reflect. Honestly, as far as slip-ups go, that one seems pretty mild. You could have said worst. If the snore is only carried in 2 dimensions, just a flat plane of sound. Axewife is dead? No! She was a good warrior and a good friend. We will not let this stop us, though. We too will continue until the restack is complete. Honestly, I love how this really is mirroring when I played the other side of this quest. Just sneaking up on these guys and going, rawr. You gonna help with this situation? No? Look at all the wolves he has to send because he doesn't have me. He passed up on something great, I'm telling you. Huh. 2D is better than 4D, especially if the 4th is time. You have a perfect explanation of what Ghost Cat might look like. They're definitely compatible concepts, given that cats are already basically liquid. He tried to recruit me. He tried to recruit me twice, actually. Even though that shouldn't be possible. Sound does travel in 4D. Just that the local rate of change for the dimension of time is constant. Oh, just like how we all travel in 4 dimensions at a constant rate. I've seen like a couple episodes of the animated series, but it was a long time ago. But I do remember what Casper used to look like in it. Isa, hello. If I had to work for a Daedric Prince, which one would it be and why? The answer to that question would have been her scene. For reasons I don't want to get into. But now I'm mad at him. So I'm gonna go with Azura. Because I'm a little weenie and I like to do good things. There was a ghost dog. So that, but ghost cat. I didn't get to see the dog, unfortunately. Her scene is a solid pick. I mean, if I just get to run around as a doggo, that seems fine. In whatever plane of oblivion is her scenes. Hello, I hope you're doing well as well. Okay, he's going that direction. She's going that direction. We're going this direction. You're doing medium rare? That's pretty reasonable. It is just called the Hunting Grounds? I assumed there was like a fancier name for it. I don't know what, because to me it seems like in this setting, Afterlife is confirmed. So the long play is choosing what kind of Right, I gotta talk to him first. Is choosing what kind of afterlife you want. And just running around hunting deer and getting pats seems fine. Oh, she left, walked back, and then screamed. Better than being a small, medium at large, is that what you're getting at? Oh, yeah. A rare medium well done. First scene's not one for fancy names, it's all about the hunt. I can respect that. Oh, you would say Hermamora. That's reasonable. I don't know what kind of afterlife you're in for. Also, hi Scott. Thank you for pelting me, I suppose. How are you doing?
Now this is fighting. How does it feel to know death is near?
I don't know, why don't you tell me? I am doing alright. My day just started pretty much, but it's going real good so far.
I'll take care of the small.
No hit, please. Thank you for the headpad, Suki. Your bestie's last Dragonborn was basically co-parented by Sheogora, first scene, and a random mortal. I mean, that random mortal's probably trying their best. They can't measure up to her scene and Sheogora. They seem like fun parents, though. I wouldn't... No, I take that back. I want nothing to deal with Sheogorath in the long term. He can be an uncle at best. This will eventually work, don't worry about it. Okay, that's a problem. I'm sorry I'm not looking during this intense gameplay segment. Mr. Scott just got a jail, he'd be scot-free. That's true. That's true. You'd say Sheogorath, but you wouldn't count your afterlife lasting all that long. Honestly, Shivering Isles wasn't that bad, I guess. Joy of the afterlife in the Elder Scrolls is that your body does reform if you die. Oh. So if I'm not taken by any Daedric Prince, I just get to, like, a reincarnation? I accidentally dropped that potion. It's fine. Just give me all of the chance. Oh, like your afterlife body reforms. Longtooth and I were attacked by werewolves, but we're able to kill them. We must now find the spirit bear and return its heart to Windeye. We absolutely will do that. You would visit the Shivering Isles more if you didn't get scared so easily. They are spooky. They do the shiver. I mean, honestly, the land isn't that spooky. It's the residents that get you. Oh, if they didn't get scared so easily, that makes more sense. That's also true. You might reform, but you might also be trapped in an endless loop of falling in onto a certain hill from great heights. It's true. What about those graves, though? The permanent graves in the Shivering Isles? Is that just because it's Sheogorath's will that you don't reform at that point? You love how some of the inhabitants are just like indecisive artists. It's... I haven't played in so long. They're just like you for real. It's true. I definitely empathize with indecisive artists, despite having no artistic talent. I'm not saying that's you, Isa, that's just me. We picked up, like, a wolf or a Tasmanian tiger over here. You don't think you could live in the Shivering Isles either? They use shivering tiles. Sounds noisy. Extremely noisy. It worked out in Kanto, though. Those shivering tiles were pretty organized. What do you mean that realm may not be his afterlife realm? How'd so many people get there, then? I don't know if it's just because they haven't reformed yet, or if it's because all of Sheo's power is tied up in the current conflict. That's a good point. Oh, or if they are actually living people. Exactly. That is how we got there, after all. The spirit bear has been killed. I should now retrieve its heart and return to Windeye. Could not have gone better. I got the heart, returned it to Windeye. Very succinct journal updates. Coastline is just turning more and more grisly. Because I refuse to clean up the corpses. Kyle just reminded you of box skating while having to stay inside. I need to actually clean my floors well enough so I can sock skate. You're going Sheo too? I don't think I could deal with it. Sheo's realm is fragmented, since it exists also in the minds of some mortals. I definitely forgot about that. The real Mad God's afterlife is somewhere else. It lives in all of us. what they did to Sheo. I just learned about this recently from Twitch chat. That Sheo wasn't always the mad god he is today. Your coda is... Jigalog wasn't powerful as much as he was annoying.
Strange signs carried up.
Yep, strange signs and all that. Jeez. Yeah, how dare you? That's you. That's Kirby's spot. He barely shifted on the couch. So I get up. He fills my spot. After a few minutes pass, he moves and I take my spot back. He gave me such an offended look. Or at least that's how it happened in my head. Also, was this always here? Has this always been here and I never noticed? I feel like working with Sheo would be frustrating, but interesting. Being able to have face-to-face conversation with your own anxiety. Yeah. I can do that, though. Ah! Sit down with it and be like, what do you really want? I can talk to myself just fine without having to deal with that sort of boss. So I'm terrified of what's outside this door. Yo, hi! I see you brought friends again. Cliff racers are outside. They're inside too. I can't avoid them. Jeez. Every one of those you guys do, you simply drown out your anxiety with endless esoteric knowledge from Hermamora. Thank you, Mil, for the head pats to balance it out. Thank you, Yuki. I'm just gonna heal up and go for it so I can get the resolution of this quest. Why'd you spray Meow? She's done nothing everyone else wasn't already doing. For Namira. Remind me which one Namira is. There was a time I used to know all of them. Back when I was more into Oblivion. Sure. With hunger and revulsion. You found an Uncle Dren for Hedge. Very good. Okay, you know what? It's been managed somewhat. We're gonna freeze her. Yeah, how could you? She's gonna freeze now. If Spider's Jorg worked for Daedric Prince. Good question. Only good questions here. You were to assist in performing the restag. Have you been successful? You have the heart. You've done well, as the Skull have come to expect of you. Your efforts are not unappreciated. Allow me to teach you more of the Skull magic. The ritual I teach you now will allow you to summon a bear to your side and will aid you in battle. You've earned this, Blood Skull. Now, I fear we must speak of more ominous signs that have appeared on the island. Understandable. That doesn't sound healthy. The ice sculpture. There have been many, though I've been reluctant to speak of them. The coming of the werewolves, the fire on the lake, and I've been told that the northern shores are the scene of a massacre. Many Horkers are dead. Yeah, I saw the guard. It's that guard. That one's not an ominous sign. That's just someone you need to manage. The shores are littered with corpses, and the death of the Horkers has not been explained. All these things are suggested in the Blood Moon prophecy. Spider's Jorg also lives in a cave, so the darkness angle could also be at play. Very true. I have no desire to speak loudly of this ancient legend. Who knows what the ancestors learned about the coming of the Blood Moon? For now, let us watch and wait, and let the Allmaker protect us. We must find out what has happened. Perhaps this is a sign of prophecy, perhaps not. I prefer to think that it is the work of mortals. It is that one Skull honor guard. I would have you travel to Castle Karstag and confirm my suspicions. It's a castle made of ice on the northwest part of Solstheim. There lives the frost giant Karstag. The Skull have lived in peace with the monster for many years, but we have heard nothing from the giant for some time. The slaughter could be the working of the Reiklings who serve him. Go there and find out what you can. You will not be allowed in the main entrance, but we recently discovered an entrance in the waters north of the castle. Good luck to you. You haven't thought of Spider's Jorg in like a decade? Biography of Spider's Jorg. Have to start somewhere grounded and work your way up to figure out who his favorite Daedric prince is. You once worked at a cafeteria at a college and would walk into the freezer during summer. It was definitely nice from time to time to get to take a break in the Taco Bell fridge. Not the freezer, but at least the fridge. Yeah, Spider's Jorg comes up to me somewhat frequently for some reason. I don't understand why. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's because I actually do talk about, like, statistical outliers sometimes. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one always bringing them up. Alright. It is time to take a little break. So I'm going to get up and have a stretch. Everyone else do the same. I'll be back in less than 5 to attempt the Ice Castle quest. See you then. Spiders, meows. I would